Well, Spencer, it's always something with this next guy. I tell you what. The Belfair Christmas Parade is coming up this weekend here. It is the first Sunday in December. Downtown Belfair. Concert, parade, tree lighting, it's all on the way. Troy Jasmin is here. Susan Odette. Good to see you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
What's going on?
How can you even...
He helps bring all the community spirit together. So,
He's full
but that's
of
okay.
something.
See, I was trying to compete. So,
Oh, there we go.
Because,
Now we got it.
see-
there's our theme right here.
Right. We're the theme this year is Griswold Community Christmas. And it's going to be interesting because we have quite a few people that are following the theme quite well.
Good.
And we're really excited actually to see the Belfair
decorations.
The decorations and Belfair storage, self-storage. They always decorate something, and they're doing something with a Griswold-style Christmas tree over the top. So it's going to be pretty cool.
This is a lot of fun. You guys have been having this parade for many years now, and it is coming up with the concert starting things off. So let's first start about, and you do also have your safety vest on
we'll talk
because
about that in a bit.
we want to make sure everybody is safe. But let's start first things first at the start of the day at 3 with the concert.
The concert features students from the North Mason School District. So you have choirs from Belfair Elementary, Sandhill Elementary, North Mason High School, and so they will entertain the crowd and perform for everybody at the Scott McClendon stage right there in the parking lot. We have a nice big stage that McClendon's helps us provide for. So
It looks like some of the starting of the closing down of the area is around noon, so just when people are working on this, Belfair Street at Peninsula Health will be blocked entering the parking lot at noon.
Yes.
But you can still get around there, but just keep advised, that's when people are going to start showing up, getting ready to go. Things are starting to get prepped.
People will be kind of walking on the sidewalks and stuff. You'll see work crews out putting signs up. So until the main roads are closed, which is from Highway 3 to 300 down to Old Belfair Highway and Old Clifton.
Yep.
So that section, you're going to see people walking around until we actually lock down the roads at 3:30, and then everything will be closed in that area to traffic, emergency traffic, obviously. But we have a plan in place for that. We changed safety up quite a bit this year.
Yeah.
We had a few vehicles that chose not to follow the barricades last year and drove into the parade from cross sections, from Sandy's, where the Shell station is, and from the apartments. So we have a plan in place now to any vehicles leaving the apartments. We have a guided path to get them back into Sandy's and onto Highway 3. And so if as an emergency basis, but the parade's a little longer this year.
And that's great.
There's like 800 people involved in the event. So
this is our 7th year.
Yeah.
Yes.
7th annual, and we got a bunch of new faces. A few last minute registrations that finally came in that we've been holding their name because they said they wanted to be involved, but it's been a busy time for a lot of businesses this time of year. I've seen a lot of positive activity in our community. It's growing in the North Mason and the South Mason area. So
things are looking real nice up there for this. So the parade starts at 4, goes for about an hour, when then the tree lighting happens.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So this year, when the parade kicks off, it'll be leaving from the Faith and Action Center, or the Hub Center, on Old Belfair Highway. It'll be traveling past the 4-way intersection at the QFC, turning into the second entrance at Scott McClendon's.
Okay.
And we're actually making a bigger, wider berth, because this year we have leading the parade is the big truck from Les Schwab. It'll all be Dan Freeman stepped up from Les Schwab up north, and he will be bringing in the Grand Marshal, which actually, step back one, leading it will actually be, I believe, first we have
the flags.
flag
We have our
flag
flag bearing crew that provided by, we have some scouts, and then also we have a military service flag crew as well. So
and that's coming from the American Legion Post 200, I believe.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
And so then right behind them then will be the Les Schwab truck with the Grand Marshal all lit up, and then we have them in order. But because it's going to be longer and we have more people, we don't want to hold the traffic up. So we kind of started a little flurry on Facebook yesterday because I put out a pretty big description of the breakdown, which I believe you have on your screen there.
Yeah.
It shows times, expectations, things like that. But we did explain in the text that we don't want to disrupt anybody that can't be at the parade because they got to get to work or they're coming home after a 12-hour day. So it is going to be a little tight on Old Clifton and 300 for the cross traffic. We won't be allowing anybody to turn left or right, but we have it scheduled so that we have so many groups and then we hold them up for about 40 seconds, and that creates a gap. And then we have cross traffic with
good.
law enforcement. And then as it comes closer, we have people in vests, and we have certified flaggers, we have law enforcement, and we have a bunch of volunteers, all the way from high school up to some of our retirees in the community. And so the
Gold Wing Road Riders Club.
the Gold Wing Riders Club really stepped up this year to help us out. Covering all those intersections that were a problem last year where people just cross traffic. So the parade comes in, and the only vehicle this year where everybody kind of came in and like tried to find a place, it's all organized this year. So when the Les Schwab truck comes in, it'll be the only one that turns in and parks by the tree, and then everybody else will go around through a roped area out the back by the Peninsula Health there, and kind of disengage, and then they can come back in and start filling in for the lighting side of it. But obviously we got the vest on.
That's it.
We ordered a bunch of these in all sizes. Every single person that is in charge will have one of these. We'll also have IDs on them. We also purchased radios this year, so we have radio communications directly with fire, medical, law enforcement, and our security detail and our flaggers and our volunteers. So if last year we had somebody that got displaced from their parents, a child, it took a while to
really?
Trying to find where they were because the parents were crossing paths, and then somebody saw the parents, knew who the child was, knew who the parents were, but we were crossing paths because there was no communication. So this year, safety is a huge factor with me. I mean, everybody knows my PIO involvement with the sheriff's office, so it's really important for me to make sure that we add that factor a little bit better this year.
This is a good graphic that you do have on the Belfair Christmas Parade Facebook event. We'll put that when this link to this. And
Great,
as some folks were asking about how it would be as kind of the senior slowdown stuff, the only real impact on Highway 3 is just that Highway 3 and State Route 300
where they cross.
They cross right there. Other than that, folks will still be able to go through traffic on Highway 3 through the duration.
Yes. We don't impact Highway 3 at all. So
that's great.
We actually the Department of Transportation on the state side and our County Public Works have been phenomenal in helping us get signage up. As a matter of fact, Tuesday or tomorrow, our County Public Works will be putting up the reader boards showing where and what times and what's going to be happening. We have to put out all the big diamond signs ourselves, but we'll be doing that on Saturday. But notification was important this year. We wanted to get this out, and from now on, that's what we're going to be doing. If anything changes, if we have schedule changes, we have maps for next year. We purchased a domain name, but we got so busy with all the changes and planning this year. belfairchristmas.com and belfairchristmas.org. So starting next year, we'll be promoting that. It'll have all the information on it, registration forms, insurance requirements, things like that. But getting back to the fun side of it, once everybody shows back up, we will all. There are a list of announcements that actually happen when everybody gets back.
Okay.
So you want to talk about the sock?
Oh, yes. So one of the things that has been a central part of the parade has been every year we do a sock drive.
Sure.
A lot of the contestant or participants compete in a sock drive to see who can collect the most pairs of socks, and those are all donated to the North Mason Giving Tree program. So last year they had over 1,200 pairs of socks.
Wow.
So the goal was to have up to 2 weeks of socks for kids, because we have almost like 400 kids in the Giving Tree program registered, and so we're excited to see who's going to win the sock crown this year. We will find out, and that will be one of the announcements after the parade column arrives around the stage area. So yes, sock crown will be presented, and so it will be by the North Mason Lions will be presenting the sock crown.
It's all coming up this Sunday with the parade check-in and lineup at the hub at 3 to 3:30. Then there's the community concert at McClendon's at the McClendon stage. Parade kicks off at 4, goes till about 5:15, depending on the amount of entries and how fast we're moving. The 7th annual Belfair Christmas Parade, tree lighting with Santa Claus, and more pictures at McClendon's throughout the evening, and then those great announcements. So it's a fun day.
Yeah, we're really looking forward. It's going to be an awesome year, and we're forming a bigger committee for next year, so there's going to be even more activities at the McClendon's for the whole community. So thank you for having us in. This is awesome.
No, it is.
Wanting to get this out.
Make sure we replay this a couple times throughout the week here before Sunday's big events, and very limited impact on traffic in the Belfair area. You will see all the signage needed, and please, safety is a main factor that we want to make sure everybody is safe this year.
Yes.
Good to see you, Troy. Susan, always good to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Thank you.
It's hard to miss it, Troy.
He's been grinning the whole time.
Well, once you see the video, you'll know why. All right, y'all have a great day.
You too.
Have fun. That puts the wraps on the show for today as well. We'll be back tomorrow.